Good morning, Francis. This is Anton, and I'm just gonna give you a quick critique of your profile. And to be honest, from the start, I actually liked your profile a lot more than I normally like people's profiles. So you're not too far from where you want to be to really get it, to really make that impact that you're looking to make. Um, and that I really commend you. You've done a good job so far. And let me tell you about a few things that you can do to make this better. First of all, let's look at your tagline. First of all, I believe you have a typo in here. I think this should be in, so that's a bad thing. And you have an umbrella here, and that's cool. Um, I would think that if you're gonna use these codes, I would challenge you to find a way to always make them relevant to the text somehow. So I usually just use arrows because at least it implies that you should be looking here right now, kind of thing. But if you're gonna use like a heart or an umbrella or a star, find a way so that it's actually relevant to what you're saying. It'll make the text much more compelling. Okay, um, and let me show you. And again, this was a start because at least you say who you're looking for. You kind of say what you're helping them do. um, but there's a lot of fat in this that you could have trimmed, and let me show you what I would have said. And this is just from a literal 30 seconds of glancing at this, what I would say. I'm sure there's more to be done. Like I'm sure there's a much more vivid image that you can paint in your reader's mind that will really connect with them. So I just took this and made these are my changes. Revolutionizing the way financial advisors sell financial services to retirees. Okay, so I got rid of top because you know what? People have, financial advisors who are kind of in the middle want to sell more stuff to, you know what I'm saying? Uh, it's financial advisors, is what I'm saying. If you're a financial advisor, you want this. So it's just the extra word you don't need. Okay, prospect affluent and pre and post retirees. Well, you know what? Pre and post retirees, I just kind of said retirees because you know what? That's just three extra words. I might add affluent retirees to this. So revolutionizing the way financial advisors sell financial services to affluent retirees, right? That's pretty good. Um, then I just kind of quickly came up with one of my own just because I think it's one notch clearer, but I said I help financial advisors sell boatloads more to retirees. Um, I'm on the fence about affluent retirees either way. So that's up to your discretion. Only because obviously whoever your client would be would want to sell to affluent retirees. Um, but is it necessary to point it out? Are you going to attract a bunch of people who are looking to sell to poor affluent or poor retirees? I don't know. I'm not really sure. So, um, just a slight economy of words is what you need in this tagline, but it's a great start. And then let's go to this here. So actually, I read this earlier on and I said, hey, I like this. It's missing one thing. Okay. Well, first of all, it's missing a good, like, there's no headline, right? You just go into what you're talking about. So, I went into gloss over mode because there was, nothing to make me indicate to me that what you had to say was important and I should stop and read it carefully. Okay, so uh, you could just literally take this first sentence and turn it into this as a nice headline that grabs some attention. Potential financial advisors, a revolutionary new way to sell financial service to retirees. Simple, right? You could get way more fancy with this, but um, that's just you can't really go wrong that way. Okay, and then you might even open the next line and say, "Dear savvy financial advisor. Like that savvy thing. It's is just a quick compliment. It implies that, hey, you're savvy if you read this, so it might be good, might not be. Then you talk about how you talk about basically you open and you start talking about the opportunity of what you're selling. You're selling how you're talking about how HBO, but it's a little bit disconnected. So what you need to do is start by saying you need to you're reminding them of an opportunity, but you haven't told them why they need an opportunity. And the reason why they need an opportunity is because technology is changing, and people are missing out on this big ship. While you're struggling to get new retirees for your financial services, these big opportunities. So just literally one sentence as your opening sentence to remind your customer of their problem, and the problem being, are you struggling with the old ways of doing things that are causing you to not get the retirees you need so that you can, do a great job? Something like that, obviously a little bit more laser focus, would make a little bit more sense to kind of give them the motivation to hear about all these random things. So you're talking about HBO, Apple, Netflix, Amazon, this, that, the other, and I'm like, that's not a bad thing, but it's just not connected to the frustrations of what people want right now. Okay, um, and it's almost like something within this area should be where you start, and this should be what you follow up with, right? Um, but otherwise, this is a benefit-oriented profile. It's better than most people even bother to do. You have pictures here. Oh, fantastic. You have testimonials down here. You know what? If I were you, I would get more. I would get 10. I'll get 5. I'll get, you can't have enough good testimonials, especially since they look so great. Um, uh, and a good call to action. I would stick my email in here, say connect with me, press the blue button. Here's my email, use it now, um, so that if there's a financial recruiter who's outside of your network and they don't have on the higher levels of um, LinkedIn, then that would be helpful as well. So anyway, not a lot of big crucial things. I really actually dug what you have so far. So it's a great start. And of course, obviously, just want to keep building your endorsements and your recommendations and all that stuff. But that's pretty much it. That's my critique. I hope you liked it. If you want me to kind of go. Ah, oh, I'm sorry, man. I spaced out because I'm like, is this thing recording or not? It is recording. All right. So that's my critique. I hope you liked it. If you want me to actually do this for you, it's just a measly $250 to have me go in here and create a bristling, shining LinkedIn profile. I'll create a jaw-dropping first impression for your readers. Um, and of course, I don't just do LinkedIn profiles. So if you have, any other copywriting needs, web copy, email autoresponders, video sales presentations, that kind of thing, I'm also quite equipped in that area as well. So again, thanks again, and have a good day.